Welcome back to Lore of Lost Beasts. In today's video, we explore the tragic and terrifying tale of Medusa. Her name alone sends shivers down the spine, but behind the myths of turning men to stone lies a deeper story of betrayal, transformation, and power. Let's unravel the legend of Medusa. Before she became a monstrous figure in mythology, Medusa was a mortal woman with striking beauty. She served as a priestess in the temple of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. In this sacred role, she was expected to remain pure and celibate. But Medusa's life took a dramatic turn when Poseidon, the god of the sea, noticed her beauty. According to legend, Poseidon was captivated by Medusa's beauty and pursued her relentlessly. In some versions of the story, he assaulted her inside the temple of Athena, an act that defiled the sacred space. Others say she was seduced. Either way, Athena was furious, not with Poseidon, but with Medusa. In a fit of rage, Athena cursed Medusa. Her once beautiful hair morphed into venomous snakes, and her gaze turned lethal. Anyone who met her eyes would be turned to stone. Medusa, once a lovely maiden, was now a Gorgon, a monstrous figure feared by all. Shunned by society, Medusa's existence became one of solitude and dread. She fled to a remote island, where her only companions were the stone figures of those who dared to come near. Medusa wasn't alone in her monstrous form. She had two sisters, Stheno and Euryale, who were also Gorgons, but unlike Medusa, they were immortal. Together, the three sisters were feared for their deadly powers, yet it was Medusa who remained the most famous, largely because she was the only mortal among them. Stheno and Euryale were born monsters, but Medusa's transformation was a punishment, making her fate even more tragic. While her sisters reveled in their power, Medusa became a symbol of fear and sorrow. Medusa's tale took another turn with the arrival of Perseus, a demigod and hero. Perseus was sent on a nearly impossible quest by King Polydectes to bring back the head of Medusa. Armed with gifts from the gods, including Athena's mirrored shield, Hermes' winged sandals, and Hades' helmet of invisibility, Perseus set off to confront the Gorgon. Perseus approached Medusa's lair with caution. He knew that one look into her eyes would turn him to stone, so he used the mirrored shield to guide him. Medusa, unaware of the approaching danger, slept as Perseus crept closer. With a swift and precise movement, Perseus struck, beheading Medusa without ever looking directly at her. The moment her head was severed, from her blood emerged two incredible creatures: Pegasus, the winged horse, and Chrysaor, a golden warrior. Even in death, Medusa's power lived on. Perseus used her head as a weapon, turning anyone who challenged him to stone with just a glance. Eventually, he gave Medusa's head to Athena, who placed it on her shield, the Aegis. where it would serve as a protective symbol for ages to come. The image of Medusa's head, known as the Gorgonean, became a symbol of protection in the ancient world. Her terrifying gaze, once a curse, now became a shield to defend against evil. Throughout history, Medusa's image has been used in many ways. The ancient Greeks often placed her likeness on coins, armor, and even buildings to ward off evil. Her terrifying appearance, while monstrous, was also seen as a form of protection. In this way, Medusa became more than just a monster. She was a guardian against harm. The duality of Medusa's image, both feared and revered, made her a powerful symbol in the ancient world. She was a reminder of the dangers of angering the gods, but also a symbol of resilience and defense. In modern times, Medusa's story has been reinterpreted in many different ways. In films like Clash of the Titans, she is portrayed as a monstrous villain. But in other interpretations, particularly feminist literature, Medusa is seen as a tragic victim, a woman punished for the sins of others. Her story has evolved to reflect changing attitudes about power, beauty, and injustice. Medusa's legacy endures, a timeless reminder of the complexities of mythology. Whether viewed as a villain or a victim, she remains one of the most fascinating and enduring figures in ancient Greek lore. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the legend of Medusa. Her story is one of tragedy, power, and transformation. Let us know in the comments what you think of her story. Was Medusa a villain or a victim? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the myths and monsters of ancient times.